Welcome back to another Mythology Monday with me, your host, Alice. Do you like my lovely green screen today? I'm still hiding the map behind me, or the thing. Not quite a map, but I'm not going to tell anymore. But I'm still hiding my book 5 notes behind me, so expect a few more weeks of this thing until I've gotten past this point and I can get rid of the notes on my board. But today, we are going to talk about one of my favorite Greek mythology creatures, which is the Minotaur. Now, for those of you who do not know, the Minotaur is a monster that is half man, half bull. So the top half is a bull, bottom half is human. So the Minotaur, from my research and everything, really comes from the story of the Labyrinth of Crete. It's one of my favorite Greek mythology tales. It's why I talk about Minotaurs so much. I love the battle, the labyrinth, the cleverness and deception that the hero uses to not only get the princess to help him, but then to defeat the Minotaur and to get his way out of there. For those of you who don't know, the story of the Minotaur is actually kind of like an ancient Hunger Tales. So the way it happened was Athens lost a war with the king of Crete. And so because of that, the king demanded exactly when he demanded, it varies from story to story. Some say 7 years, some say 9, some say every year, but regardless, the king of Crete demanded a sacrifice of 7 young men, 7 young women from Athens as punishment for having lost this battle. So essentially they had to sacrifice 7 of their young men and women every year, or 7 years or 9 years, whatever, to the king of Crete to then be fed to the Minotaur. And so what happens in the story is that the hero Theseus volunteers to go and be one of those people, just like Katniss. So, although he didn't do it to save somebody, but regardless. So he volunteers to go, and when he is there, his plan is to go and to kill the Minotaur. But when he arrives, the princess of Crete falls madly in love with him. Of course, you know, man's handsome, he's a hero, why would she not? But what she does is she gives him a ball of thread. And so he uses this when he goes into the labyrinth to then find his way back out. So that way he just like holds the ball of thread and he ties it at the end and he goes in, and then once he's done his job with killing the Minotaur, he just follows the yarn back out. And so he's able to go in, find the Minotaur, and then slay the Minotaur. Now here's where I'm a little bit of an oddball. I always felt kind of bad for the Minotaur. I know that seems weird, but the monster didn't ask to be the monster or to be fed these human sacrifices. This was just his lot in life, the same way that I feel pity for Frankenstein in Frankenstein's monster. The Minotaur is what he is, and so it is one of my favorite one of my favorite mythology tales, because I like the mythology creatures and that kind of thing, but the Minotaur I always just felt bad for, because it's something fascinated me about that with these half human, half monsters. It is why my tale line is based on being the descendants of these kind of half human, half monster creatures and that. And so because of that, there's absolutely going to be a maze or a labyrinth in Torian at some point. And whether or not a Minotaur guards it has yet to be decided. But between you and me, the big secret, that's what's behind this right now, is the picture of that particular thing, which is why this tarp is covering my videos for these last few weeks, because I drew that sucker out and now I cannot take it down because I need to finish everything involving this before I can clear the whiteboard. So you should expect a green screen for quite a while, because it's going to take time. But yeah, so let me know in the comments if you like the story of the Minotaur, or if you side with the monsters in tales, or whether you think that the hero is the one that we should all be proud of and for slaying this horrible beast, or if you feel sorry for this creature that had no decision in being created and was given this lot in life that they were. Otherwise, have a great Monday, you guys, and happy reading.